Sengonini.
Habari, welcome.
Nangadev, pleasure.
And
McNulty.
Welcome everybody. My name's Nadine McNulty. I'm the artistic director of Batuki Music, and I'm here with my colleagues
Joan, Piloya.
Yeah, and Thierno, Soumare. You guys have us, and it's a real pleasure to have you guys talking about this festival.
Yeah, well, welcome everybody, and welcome to Habari Africa Festival. Usually you would be out and about, we would be at Habari Center dancing right by the water, but guess what? You know, everybody probably knows COVID, we're all locked up, but guess what? You're not locked up right now because you're gonna have so much fun. The festival is still going on. There's lots to come. Habari is here to stay. 7 years running.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, and there's been a lot of people that helped us along the way. We want to remember them, but first we want to talk a little bit about the virtual festival 2020 and some of the great artists who are going to be showcasing their work online. And don't forget, subscribe to our Batuki Music YouTube channel, and also you can follow us and like us on Facebook, or you can visit our website at batukimusic.com. You'll get lots of information there about what's going on at the festival and all of our other events throughout the year. And I'm going to start out by talking, we're going to just name some of the artists who you're going to be watching over the next 10 days.
There's so many.
Absolutely.
So many. I mean, just imagine the fact that you're saying virtual. Virtual means it's everywhere. This time it's not like, by the way, for those of you who probably don't know, we're in Toronto in Canada. So, like, this is virtual, so that means that you can see it in any part of the world. You can see it in Australia, you can see it in the US, you can see it in London, England, London, Ontario. So, like, just about everywhere, Nadine. Right?
And in Africa.
Yeah, and just, you know, usually it's just in, you know, Africa, in Toronto, but now, even those in Africa, Senegal, Uganda, South Africa, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, all the 54 countries, they can all actually participate. And you can participate too, right? So how exciting is that?
Absolutely. And this year, we've curated a very special program. We've sat down and we've thought a lot about trying to keep our artists visible. One of the things that has been a little bit difficult during the COVID is having artists not having employment or work. Clubs are shut down, there's nowhere, so we decided we're going to try to feature as many artists as we can in this year's Habari Virtual Festival 2020.
Now let's talk about the lineup. The lineup.
Wow.
Okay.
Like the lineup, like it's just incredible. It's just incredible. You have Sami Dan.
And you know, Sami Dan, Mr. Thierno and I have been having. We met with Sami Dan back in March in Addis Ababa, and he is a rising young, great reggae star. Yes, he's wonderful. Check him out, and he's put together a set for us. You'll be watching at Habari, and he's based in Addis Ababa. We also have in the set, we've got Jelly Tapa. And you know, many of you who are African music aficionados, you would love the fact that this is the daughter of Kandia Kuyate. She's also the 2020 Canadian Juno Award winner. That's Jelly Tapa from Mali. And also?
Yeah, well, we also have Emmanuel Gel again back on the stage with us. You know, as probably many of you know, Emmanuel Gel, actually, he played at Habari Africa Festival the very first year we were right at Habari Center, and he played there. It was pouring rain. I keep telling this story, but it was pouring rain, and we're about to be shut down. And then he said, you know what, I don't really care. Whatever happens, I'm going to go out and actually play. And he played that set, and it was raining, but everybody just kept on listening. This was his first time playing in Canada. So he's back again at you know, at
Habari Africa.
You know, the 7th year. How exciting is that?
And also,
you know?
He's doing an acoustic set. Mr. Thierno and I were working on the video with him, and this is so exciting. We convinced him to do an acoustic set, so we're excited for that. We also have in the lineup from Vancouver. He's a multiple Juno Award-winning artist. This is Alfie Diallo, and you know, Thierno, you and I have been playing a lot of his music. Alfie Diallo is one of the top guitar masters from Guinea. He's from Guinea Conakry, so he's going to be in the set. Who else have we got here, Joanne?
Well, we have Miss Blondine herself too. Ooh, Miss Blondine can put on a show. She's from, she's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. But Blondine lives here in Canada. But the dancing. If you want to learn how to dance, you must see her because she will teach you mutwasha. She'll teach you everything.
We also have in the lineup, we've got 2 superstars from Morocco. Very excited for these guys. We've got Maddie Nassuli and we also have Maddie Nassuli. The 2 of them will be joining together on stage. So exciting. You'll be getting some amazing, these are Ganawa musicians and masters. So you'll be getting the djembri, you'll be getting a lot of the music from Morocco, and these guys are modern artists. It's going to be in a very contemporary style. So excited for them. And also on the lineup, we've got Olivier Shimanga. And this is Shimangoluji. This is the man who is the guitar master. Yeah, Mr. Thierno, we're so excited to have him also.
Have him back, not to have him back.
Have him back.
He was here last year too, right?
Yeah.
So that was a great set. See, all these memories, like the fact that we're still virtual does not mean that we're actually cheaping out or cutting down costs or anything. We're bringing the best of the best, of African musicians.
In
right
some
here,
ways, we've
right?
gone bigger. We've got a bigger lineup.
Right? And then of course my favorite band,
One of them. One of them.
No, one of them. Well, yeah.
One of them.
So
Who would say that?
there's
One of them.
there's probably this joke like everything is my favorite, but this band, Okavango African Orchestra, this is my favorite band right here in Toronto. These guys have grown. When I say they've grown, they've matured, and they're June Award winners too. So these guys, they're just gonna kick it up a notch. You're not gonna be sitting down. You're gonna be dancing. In fact, thinking about their music on a dance now.
Absolutely. We also have a group. They're Congolese. They're from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We've got Sage, Matuzolele, and Integral Band. And this is a very interesting little quartet that we've set up here, featuring Lebu Kabuya on lead guitar. We've got Gilord Missouri on the drums, and we also have Christian Mabanga on bass guitar. For those of you who know Congolese music, you know these guys. These are some of the top stars in the Congolese industry. So we're very excited to have them with us. And also Barnes Wolde Michael, Ethio Jazz. This is an amazing Ethio Jazz quartet featuring Daniel Barnes, who's one of the top jazz drummers based here in Canada. He also has had a long history in Ethiopian music, along with his friend Germa Wolde Michael, who is one of the top saxophone players. He's a veteran of the Ethiopian music scene.
Yeah, and I mean, just as you're probably thinking to yourself, geez, you're actually telling me all these musicians. When should I be able to watch it? Just so you know, we are starting this Friday, August 7th. Yeah. So it's just a whole week. Usually it's just 3 days, but this time it's a whole week. We're starting Friday, August the 7th, 2020, all the way till the 16th. So there's a lot of musicians. We still have Ruth Mathiang too. Wow, a very own. So she's from South Sudan. Absolutely songstress. She sings so beautifully.
Very soulful singer.
Yeah, so definitely we have Daniel Nepia. So these are just all great musicians actually coming right here on the virtual Habari Africa.
You're also going to hear a set from an artist who was based in Canada. He's a Juno winner, and he was here for many years, but he moved home to Kigali, Rwanda, and that is the Mighty Popo. Mighty Popo will be in our virtual festival this year, so check him out. We also have Brian Litvin and Jabulani. This is a South African group, and Brian Litvin is playing a lot of Zulu guitar styles from when he was young, learning, and one of his inspirations was the late Johnny Clegg. Also in the lineup, we've got other artists like Ndai Sek from Senegal. This is a women's singer and a women's group. They're backed with some acoustic instruments. They're going to be in the festival this year. We also have Santahoon Shawankucho. Santahoon is a kora player. He's an acoustic kora player. He's one of the master folk artists from Ethiopia.
Yes.
and he is also one of the greatest vocalists. So he will be also in the series. This year, the Habari Africa Festival, kicking off this Friday. Every night at 8 p.m., tune in. You'll see 2 or 3 concerts. We're not going to make them too long, but we'll do them in a way you can watch. And later on, if you miss any, you can always go back and watch them on the YouTube.
That's
so
very
we
true.
also have a few more artists here.
So exactly. So Nadine, as we're talking about this, you need to subscribe to the Batuki Music YouTube channel. You have to subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Make sure that you are actually on at 8 o'clock. You know, starting on the 7th, you're sitting there like
and
watching,
watch them
enjoying. Watching it, it's free. Like how awesome is that? But again, you know, we have Tshmiratzaban. We also have, you know, Madagascar Slim. So all these people are just going to be playing on the Virtual Habari Africa Festival. Like, this is just so exciting.
And so Hassan El Hadi. Hassan El Hadi is a Moroccan artist. He grew up in Morocco learning traditional music from Morocco, but he also blended it with fusion music and other styles which he picked up along the way.
Awesome. He's really, really great.
And you know, there's a couple of young emerging artists also. Artists like Fusion, a Ghanaian group. This is a group of young Ghanaians. They're putting together a set for us, and we're excited to have them in the festival this year.
Yes.
We also have Amani Ill Fated.
Yes.
And Amani Ill Fated is a Southern Sudanese. She's a songwriter. She's also a singer. And she is rising up in the industry here in Toronto and in Canada. So you'll have to check her out also. And
really
by
true.
the way,
you know,
that is her beautiful image on it. That is Amani Ill Fated. Her image is on the Habari Africa poster. If you've seen it.
Actually, you know, you'll probably see it right on the screen as well, just as we talk about her. But you know, Nadine, what I'm so grateful for is the fact that in this festival you can see the youth who are coming up. You know, I don't know about you, but 2020 has been so rough on our heroes, you know, like, you know, especially, you know, like the African, you know, the elders, you know, many of them are passing away. But it's so important to see that the young people are actually joining in, the torch is being passed on. So African music is not going whether be it, you know. So that is what I'm actually so excited about, you know, the virtual festival, the Habari Africa Festival, because you still have, you know, the Okavangos, and then you still have, you have the Amanis and the fusions coming in, that's a future right here in Toronto, and African music is still going, going strong.
We are very happy that you will join us for this Habari Africa Festival.
Yes.
And you know, we forgot one group to
I
mention.
was
Omar
mentioning.
Bongo. So we also forgot Omar Bongo.
Yeah, tell us about Omar Bongo.
Omar Bongo. He is a Somali oud player. He is an amazing artist. He's a composer. And you know, the Somali community, most of their musicians do not get a lot of attention from the mainstream industry. So Omar Bongo is one of these artists that we believe is something to put to try to represent Somalia in the mix. If you look at all of the regions and countries that are featured in the Habari Africa Festival, it's very important to us as a team to make sure that we include as many regions, as many genres as possible. The other thing you'll be seeing in the festival is you will be seeing everything from very small duos. Some bands normally would play in a large setting. However, COVID has changed most of our lives. So some of these musicians are playing in duos, trios, and quartets, not even in the way that they would normally present themselves. So we've had to rethink everything. We've had to do things differently. And I think also one thing that Batuki Music and our team here at Habari is very, very concerned to make sure that we continue to do this. We keep creating new groups. We bring together people from different places. I'm going to let Mr. Thierno tell you about our latest new group. Because I'm so excited for this group to come, and you will see them at the virtual festival.
For sure. You guys were really excited for that thing. We call that coup de coeur. What does it mean, coup de coeur? Coup de coeur is just something we just wanted to do it. It wasn't part of the festival, but is something we just see and created and say we wanted to show them and give you some bonus. That's what they call
It's
it. A
like
bonus.
an extra.
Yeah, an extra. Then now you guys got extra, and you have to tell us about this extra.
Well, we'll tell you a little bit about them. Not too much because we want you to be surprised.
Well, you have to watch it, of course.
They have to watch.
So how would they be surprised if if they don't watch, right?
So
but tell us.
What we've done is we have sat down and put together artists. We thought about West African artists. We have our Okavango, which represents the continent. We also have Songs of Our Mother, which represents the women in the continent. So we thought, West Africa is a powerhouse. There is a lot of griot music. There's a lot of contemporary music. You've got music from all different eras and genres. We thought, let's handpick a few of these artists and instruments. So we chose Sadio Sissoko, who's a griot. He's also a kora player. He's a djembe player. He's a tama player. He's also a vocalist and a composer. We picked Jelly Mori Tunkara, one of the great kora players in Canada here. He is Malian, and he also learned a lot in Senegal when he was young. And he is the brother also of the very well-known, of course, Jelly Maddie Tunkara. Jelly Maddie Tunkara. And we also have in the group a great up-and-coming vocalist. He is from Senegal. We have Seydina Ndiaye. And Seydina has such a unique and special voice. We really wanted it to be heard, and we wanted him to have that opportunity to be seen maybe across Canada and across the world. We also have in the group, we've also had in there a talented bass player who plays with a lot of artists in Montreal. His name is Carlo Berry, and he is very well known for our Batuki shows. You will usually find him playing bass. So we're excited to bring this to you, and this is will be their first performance, and it won't be their last. So again,
and I think we named them all of them, but now I want you guys tell me is from when to when.
Well,
from when to when?
Till from Friday.
The show started, and the time the show started, and all this kind of stuff.
That's a good idea, because you know what? I think we've told people about all this great music. They're probably wondering, yes, I want to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's the Batuki Music, YouTube channel. Hit us on. You can also check us out, on the website as well.
And Facebook also.
And Facebook as well.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us. And you know what? That's the newest thing, right? Like us, subscribe to us.
We're having a lot of fun here because, usually our Habari Festival, for those of you who know us and know the team, we always engage, we have a lot of fun, and we want to invite you to join in the fun. So remember, August the 7th, Friday, August 7th, we kick off at 8 p.m. Then we run until August the 16th. So it's from the Friday to the following Sunday. Each night you will be treated to one or two or three, usually two or three artists. We want to start out by saying a big thank you to all of our team at Batuki Music who have been working very hard. Also, we want to thank Dreamland Music, which was the studio where we recorded most of our local stuff. And we also don't want to forget to thank our sponsors because they've been a big part of this. I want to thank Canadian Heritage for all of your support. Also, we want to thank the Ontario Arts Council. We want to thank CIUT 89.5 FM and also Shock FM for standing by us and helping us throughout. We also want to remember to thank all of our wonderful volunteers who we know would be with us at the festival. We want to thank Arlene Cieslowitz, Aya Oriam. We also want to thank Mabena Ajakun. We want to thank Amani El Faded. We want to thank Awa Gai. Also Ayo. We want to thank you also, and Moshe and Philippe, and also Linda, and also all of the volunteers who've been with us. It's really the volunteers who have made Habari Africa Festival. We've been running 7 years strong, and it's because of them. Every single time they're dedicated, they come, from morning, really, from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way till midnight. They're still at the site. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Just because we're Sylvia
virtual, they're still working. Sylvia Forrest, yes.
Don't forget Sylvia.
You guys forget the most important part is the artists.
Well,
but for them, for one thing, why I'm saying that we're gonna thank all the artists, guys, and I know you guys know that, is they just played a game with us for this year. Some of them they say we will follow these things. We know it's a little bit harder. Some of them they just say, we don't care. We're gonna do it as the way
Yes.
you guys want it, and that was amazing. It's not all the artists who are gonna change their set.
To be flexible.
Yeah, to be flexible on what we want, and that was
Yes.
very amazing. I want to thank Emmanuel Gel for doing that, the acoustic. He never did it, and he was so surprised. Kader, who's going to be inside the desert to do his own stuff.
Kader Taranin is also in the festival.
In the festival. Kader, I would say Kader for those who doesn't really know how to pronounce it, and also Maddie and Maddie Nassuli, who did his first set together in an acoustic trio. It's amazing. We're gonna say thank you for all of this to adapt their music in the festival.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and
Yes.
that's really well said. And I will say, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart all of the African artists through all these years have been there for us, and we also are there for them. And we are very proud and happy to present Habari Africa Virtual Edition 2020.
Yes.
So
Yes,
be there.
Be there.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit subscribe. Yes. No, you have to subscribe. You have to dance, and do not sit down. Like, push all the furniture aside. You want to see that friend. Well, yes, now you can see friends. So that's a big thing. Do not go out. Just sit by your computer. Just this 1 week. Sit beside. Take us to the beach. Take us everywhere. Really. You can go everywhere.
No
with it.
edge with the kid. You need some
No.
some service -12, this is -0.
No, we're
It's
gonna crank it up.
It's for all ages. All ages
All
are
ages
welcome.
are welcome.
That's give us the time, because we have to wrap it up. That's give us the time to just say thank you.
Thank
to
you.
everybody.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
To Harbour Front Center
Harbour Front
and all the
Center.
people.
That's been our home. It's been our home, and we hope that next year with everything
We will be back.
We'll be back. But
And yes, I just want to wish you all stay blessed. And as
Yes.
Joanne said, we wish you all can enjoy Sadaka also. It is a way to thank you at the end of our festival and giving you a traditional blessing. And we also want to remember the people who have been there with us from the beginning.
Yes.
And Sadaka would not be Sadaka without Sani
Sani.
Abu
Yes.
Ijovudu. So he's the one that started it in the very beginning, and he would be there with us again this year.
Yes.
But we will be back next year. So until then,
Stay
stay well.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.